Welcome back to the 9th Gym program, where we're doing another BDSP guide. Shocker, it's what we've been doing. But anyway, Hariyama today. Hariyama is a pretty cool Pokemon. It has Guts, which is a pretty crazy ability. It gives you 1.5 times damage when you're afflicted with any kind of status. And it also ignores the burns having a physical damage, which is insane, by the way. It means that, if you get burned, you don't care. You just don't care. So really, the only thing in your way is Intimidate and things that just kill you, which isn't that many because Hariyama's fairly bulky. It's not like incredibly bulky. I mean, obviously not incredibly bulky. All of its defense stats are kind of bad, but its HP is balloon. Dude's a balloon. Anyway, let's go ahead and look at the overview for today for the guy. Okay, so stats. Pretty solid across the board, except for a couple bad ones, which are low key. Like all of them, like special defense and defense both at 6 is pretty bad. But HP at 144 makes it really, really like naturally a lot of HP. So it takes a lot of damage, but it has a lot of HP. And at 60 for both those is pretty bad. But you have Pokemon like Togekiss and stuff that just like hit really hard in the format with Super Luck. So it was kind of hard to EV this guy like bulky, without just like saying, whatever, Y spread, all into HP. So we went a little bit different. My light's going crazy, dude. Why? Why are you going crazy, sir? Why are you going crazy, huh? Where was I? Where even was I? Oh, we're looking at stats. So its defensive stats are kind of weird. Like really weird, but it's, like offensive stats are good. 120 attack, very solid, and speed at 50 is cool because it's really good under Trick Room. So you'll typically be using this Pokemon on Trick Room teams as an offensive physical Trick Room sweeper. It makes sense. That's really what the guy's doing. So let's look at other trending moves. Let's look at the trending moves. Why is this Pokemon so good? So its moves are really good. So it has Fake Out, which instantly makes a Pokemon playable. Fake Out's incredibly strong, and in a non-restricted format like this, any guy that's like good that has Fake Out is really good, and Hariyama's good and has Fake Out, so it's really good. It is a almost top 10 Pokemon. It's like number 11, I think. But still, 16% usage stats is very good usage stats. So Fake Out, Close Combat, Knock Off, these are primarily the moves that you're going to see. 99%. These are both the moves that is guaranteed to be on Hariyama. Like every Hariyama you run into is going to have Fake Out and Close Combat. And then it could run any form of all these other moves and has a lot of really good moves. So Knock Off is crazy. 70% usage stats makes sense. And then we see a pretty big drop off, but that's because Protect and Detect are very split. I am personally using Detect because it's more likely that an imprisoned user is going to have Protect than Detect. That's the only reason for that being over. But it's Stab. Yeah, it doesn't do damage. So whatever. 26%. If it has Detect, I use it over Protect typically because that's the only difference is like the imprisoned users. So yeah, but this is essentially like 65, which is around the same as Knockoff. So this is the trending set that you'll see. Fake Out, Close Combat, Knockoff, and a Protect/Detect. Should be Detect usually, but like whatever, right? So yeah, that is the main things you'll see. It does have a couple other good moves though. Facade is pretty cool because of course we're going to be burned because Flame Orb. Poison Jab, solid, has a high crit rate. It's pretty good. It's it's poison, so it hits Ludicolo. Hit Ludicolo. Am I tripping? Yeah. Anyway, Poison Jab. It hits Togekiss, which is what I was saying, not Ludicolo. Ludicolo's in my head because I just did the video for it. Anyway, Poison Jab's good. Feint is good as well. Feint's insane. It breaks Protect. If you didn't know, it's very, very strong. It's like very, very strong move. So it's kind of weird that it's trending this low, but it's just because the other moves are really good. Knock Off, Stab, Fake Out, Detect. It makes a lot of sense. And then Bullet Punch down here at that 6 to 7% as well. Bullet Punch good. Bullet Punch good. That's all I got to say. Bullet Punch good. So yeah, those are the trending moves. Now for teammates, so first off you see Cresselia, and then you see a big dip. But Togekiss, Arcanine, Tyranitar, Gastrodon, Scizor, Garchomp, Rotom Wash, Heatran, Raikou, whatever. Like this Pokemon's pretty gluey, so it kind of just fits on any team. Essentially, as long as there's like a Trick Room, player on the team, which is typically going to be Cresselia in this format. We don't really have many other great Trick Room setters. I mean, we do, have other great Trick Room setters, but none of them are even close to Cresselia in terms of like pure stats and just like damage and everything. Really everything. I mean, obviously in damage, there's a lot of things that compare well, but overall stats, nothing really compares that well. We do have other users potentially that you can use, like Bronzong. Execute could be cool, but probably not. Maybe like a Sun Trick Room team could be used for sure. Other good users here. Slowbro's cool. Slowbro's not bad. PZ, so we have P2. P2 is really good. And Dusclops as well is very good. So both these Pokemon are really good. They're in this NFEs, but Eviolite. Like, you know, Eviolite. I just realized you couldn't even see those Pokemon that I was talking about. Dusclops. Although, I mean, I said them, right? Like, just because you didn't have the pure visual there. Anyway, items, Flame Orb, 100% of the time. And by 100, I mean 97. That's why we're using it, right? Guts, Flame Orb. That's why we use this guy. Because big damage, fake out, strong stab move. Pretty reasonably bulky, huge damage, great under Trick Room. That's why we're using it. It's Guts. Like, let's be real. It's Guts. Now, for the spreads, the trending spreads, pretty standard stuff. You know, a little bit of spread out a little bit, you know, into bulk, and then 252 into attack and brave, / adamant if you don't want to use it on a Trick Room team. Those are the trending sets. It's going to be typically Y spread, or close to Y spread, but not actually Y spread, but pretty darn close, with brave nature, which is pretty important. So, yeah, that's the overview. Let's go ahead and look at the set that I have. I only have one set prepared. Sorry for you multi-setters in chat, but one set today. So Flame Orb, Guts, that's the reason we're using it. Huge damage, unaffected by burn as far as you know, having its damage. It's gonna take some burn ticks every now and again, but trust me, that's a very, very worthwhile payoff. Pretty good stuff. Fake out, close combat, knockoff, detect. Did you think I was going to change? Did you think I was going to use like poison jab and stuff? Probably not. Could be on like a certain team. You know, you're afraid of Togekiss, put on that poison jab. You know, you're afraid of Breloom, you want to kill Breloom. You're already OKOing it, like, or you're already knocking it to Sash. You're already hit KOing it, which is the most you can do against Breloom because of Focus Sash. And you have Fake Out, which already answers those Pokemon. So it's good. You don't really need to switch. I really don't think you should switch from the formula, the good 4 formula. But, you know, Facade's good, Poison Jab's good, Feint's good, Bullet Punch good. All of those moves are really good. But these 4 moves are just correct. Perfect. And by correct, I don't mean objectively correct, like, because like I was saying, on the right team, on a certain team, you change it a little, you know, whatever. I'm just rambling at this point. Fake Out, close combat, knockoff, detect. Let's look at the spread. So a lot of the spreads I was seeing would like take a little bit more away from like this, and then go like 12 here and 4 here, or 4 here, 12 here. You just don't want to put the 4 into speed. So essentially by doing this, you're just wasting 1 point. So whatever, right? I'm just went all into special defense. Like, I don't need that 4 into the special attack. Just to put 12 into defense, that's a waste, man. Just put it all into special defense. It makes more sense. The scariest Pokemon in the game for this Pokemon is Togekiss. It's special attacking. You're scared of that, invest into it. It's fine. Now, I do get that in these calcs here, if you lower it a little, it doesn't change much. You know, it changes your 50% into a 50. Well, actually, that last change doesn't do anything, but for that, you have to waste 4. All right, whatever. You can waste 4. Whatever, I guess. You know, we'll take away 8 from here. I just convinced myself. 4. It's fine. We're wasting a little, but whatever, right? Because that 1 point could be spent somewhere else. But does that 1 point really matter anywhere else? Probably not. Actually. Yeah, it doesn't change that number. It's still a 50% chance to OHKO. Alright, I'm on board. You got me, guys. I'll put the 4 into to defense to put the 4 into special attack, whatever. Okay. Let me explain what I just did. So, on the damage calc, lowering by 8 EVs didn't change the 50% on the Togekiss, which is the relevant damage calc that we're looking at. So I went, whatever, take it away. We'll put 4 into defense. It's fine. Whatever, right? It's whatever. Anyway, this is the spread. 28 into HP, 4 4, 220, 252 plus nature here, brave plus attack minus speed, and 0 IVs into speed so that we can be as slow as possible. 49, incredibly slow. Very good for Trick Room Pokemon, or for a Trick Room team, for a Trick Room sweeper on a Trick Room team. That's what I'm trying to say. Anyway, got these 2 damage calcs. So look at these 2 damage calcs. So Togekiss Air Slash critical hit, because it's pretty safe to just assume critical hit. It's 50% of the time. It hits 91 to 108, which is a 50% chance to Oko. Turn off that crit. They didn't get lucky. They didn't get lucky enough, and we're taking it easy. 60 to 72%, not that bad. So yeah, that's our Togekiss calc, and then we also have a Cresselia calc, which is pretty cool. So since we're taking more for special attack, they don't do that much damage with Psychic. There's a chance they have Psyshock, so we tech for Psyshock. Cresselia Psyshock, +1 from Calm Mind for special attack. They're not really investing into special attack. Into our 28 HP, 0 defense, because Psyshock plays on defense instead of special defense. It's hitting 73 to 86.7 or 86.9%. Guaranteed to KO after the burn damage. Great. Cool. So we're living Cresselia. We're living Togekiss 50% of the time. Not bad. I'll take it. Well, actually, we're living Togekiss 20 or 75% of the time, because 50% chance they get a crit, 50% chance they don't get a crit. They don't get a crit, they're not doing it. They're not killing us. They're hitting 60 to 70%. They do hit a crit, they still have to have a roll. They still have a 50% chance. They have a 25% chance of killing us. Easy money. 25% of the time, Togekiss taking an Elko, whatever. We'll take that chance, right? We'll take that chance. That's all you can do. It's the best we can EV for. We can't EV for it unless we take a lot out of attack, but that's what the guy's doing, so whatever. That's what we're doing. That's what we're going for, is this spread. That's all I got, guys. That's all I got today. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, comment, subscribe, do all that stuff. Of course, as always, if you hit show more in the description, there is the import for this, so you can just copy paste it right into Showdown, get testing, get playing, gaming. Anyway, that's it for the video. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, do all the YouTube stuff. Have a good week. Goodbye.